What's up, BeatStars family? How you doing today? Welcome to BeatStars Academy. My name is Jamil. I am joined again by Levi Beats. Thank you everybody for joining. Today we're going to be talking about email marketing and how to create a welcome email and an email for your existing customers to be able to sell more beats. How's everybody doing today? Say what's up in the chat. Let us know what you've been up to so far this week. Anybody been grinding, making beats? What have you been up to, Lee?
Yeah, just grinding, man. Working away. Busy week. Good stuff, though. It's always good to keep busy. Looking forward to today's show again. Super excited about this one. Each week, dropping gems as usual. And I see all of the familiar faces and some new ones actually I've not seen before in the chat. So that's really good to see.
For
So
sure.
great to see you all. Jamil's just done his lights, camera, action flip between the cameras, which is, I think everyone's got accustomed to that now.
Yeah, well, I can't plug it in before because this camera drains my battery, and I don't want it to die halfway through the show, so I gotta wait until we start.
Yeah, that's really cool. We have a couple of announcements to make before we get started today. There's a new producer marketing playbook series out right now, which Jamil's had his hands in. So maybe he can explain a bit more about that. But definitely go and check that out. Is that available on YouTube and our socials, or is it just YouTube at the moment, Jamil?
It is available on YouTube. Recommend everybody check
Sure.
that out there. We have little short clips at the
Yep.
beginning on socials. But yeah, the full video is on our YouTube. It is featured on the homepage, and the newest episode will always be featured on the homepage of beatstars.world.
Yeah, and I think some of the first few episodes we're going over about how to turn audience members into frequent beat buyers. So that's going to be a really interesting one to watch. I actually need to go and watch that myself because that sounds like it's really cool. The other really cool, exciting news, which I think we actually mentioned last week, but BeatStars is now on Clubhouse. We now have a channel on there, and we've got our first show this Friday at 4 p.m. EST. So make sure you join in on the conversation. We've teamed up with Team AO8 to talk about the future of production. So that's going to be really interesting. So definitely tune into that one. I'm going to be tuning into that one as well. So hopefully I'll see you all there. Yeah, that's going to be interesting to listen to that conversation. It's going to be cool.
For sure. So yeah, we're going to go through our usual structure of BeatStars Academy today. A couple of weeks ago, we started doing quizzes at the end of the shows to sort of test your guys' knowledge, see who's been paying attention, what everybody has learned. And we have a special prize at the end of every episode where the top 3 participants in the quiz show are going to be able to get their beats added to a special BeatStars Academy All-Stars playlist.
Yeah, so make sure you stick around to the end of the show for that one, for sure.
Yeah, make sure you stick around to the end. It's always pretty competitive. It's pretty fun. We have no limit for how many people can join. Everybody watching right now can join. But you got to make sure you pay attention because some of the answers, actually all the answers are revealed over the course of the 50 minutes of the show.
Yep.
Okay, so we can go ahead and get started. Can I ask Lee that you share your screen for this first part?
Sure.
And we'll just go over actually getting your email sort of connection set up, your MailChimp to your BeatStars. We'll go over that first, and then we'll actually build out an email together.
Sure.
We can for anybody who wants to check out that video and watch it, we can actually link the direct video into the chat right now. Let me grab it.
You see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Cool stuff. Yes. So obviously we're going to talk about email marketing and how to set up campaigns today. But the first part is, of course, you need to make sure that you've got your email mailing list set up on your BeatStars account so you can actually collect emails. So you can actually obviously create these email campaigns. Some of you are probably fully aware of this. Some of you have probably already done this. But we'll show you this just in case, some of you haven't actually done this because you're going to need to do this step first, of course. So from your main dashboard, you're going to want to go to your My Media. And then under the settings section, you will see a section that says Marketing Integrations. Then obviously dependent, we're going to go over MailChimp today, but you can do the same for Aweber. I'm not too familiar with Aweber when it comes to creating marketing campaigns, but I'm sure it's very similar. Probably need to do a bit more research on that one to understand that one. So you would need to, mine's already connected. I can't quite recall what it actually says when, I think does it ask you to put your, just your MailChimp account?
Go ahead and disconnect it, and then so we
let's
can show
try.
what it looks like. So just
Yeah,
press
so we'll just
connect.
disconnect. It's been a while since I've done it because I've done it a long time ago. So click connect. Then it's going to ask you to log in to your MailChimp account.
Yes, before we're going to be talking about the free version, by the way, just to answer
this
that question.
is the free version. I actually can't remember what my my login details are. Been a while since I've had to log in. I'm surprised.
I can go ahead and switch in really quick if you like.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll tag in.
Sure, you can show that part, but that's where you'll find it anyway. That's where you will find it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me just log into my account. Feel free to ask questions over the course of the episode. We'll be answering them all, keeping an eye on the chat as well.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and share screen. And we're going to do BeatStars. Okay, cool. So we'll go over to marketing integrations. I'll press disconnect. I'll log in again really quickly. Just ask you to put in your email and password.
Yep.
And then you'll have to allow BeatStars to connect. And then what happens is that it'll probably default to this, I think, disable auto subscription. You're going to want to switch it to your audience. So all of your audience names will appear here. If you're on a free accounts limit you to one audience. So you'll probably just be on that default audience that you have. You can name it whatever you like. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I just named my audience my own name. And then you just hit save. So after you do that, what we're going to want to make sure we do is actually have the options available within our BeatStars account to be able to collect emails now that this integration is connected. So the two ways we can collect emails from our BeatStars accounts are through free downloads and from our subscription form on our pro page. So to kind of show you what that looks like, we'll go over to free downloads first.
You also collect them from sales as well.
And you collect them from sales as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
Good
So
correction.
there's three ways to collect emails through MailChimp integration on BeatStars.
So I'm going to go and edit one of my tracks. If you scroll to the bottom here in free download options, select whichever one you'd like. We recommend yes with a voice tag. And you can either require downloaders to give you their email address or a social follow in order to download your beat for free. So the way that you collect them for your MailChimp account is that you would put capture email only.
Yep.
So if you had a different option selected in the past, you're able to obviously bulk edit by pressing this button right here and then going to free sample download. And you could change that for everything. You're also able to do a mix. Like if you want to capture both, but you can't do both on one track, you could do half of your catalog collecting emails, half collecting social follows. So those are some of the different options that we give you. But if you want to collect emails, put capture email only.
Yeah.
The next way that we wanted to show you for subscription form, you would do in the pro page setup section of your account. So you'll go here to pro page setup. And then if you scroll down, you'll see this section that says contact list and build your subscription form. What you'll have to do is press select now. And then you'll have these three options here for your contact list provider. This top one is MailChimp, which we're talking about today. And then there's Aweber and then FanConnect here, which collects phone numbers for SMS marketing. So we'll go ahead and press this MailChimp one. And then you have the option of whether or not you want to leave it on your homepage as a fixed section, on your homepage to for people to be able to give you their information at any point when they're browsing your site. Or you can use it as a pop-up so that everybody is kind of forced to either do it or exit out once they visit your site.
Yeah, the pop-up one is my favorite. Really works really well.
Right, I'll put pop-up, and then you could enter headline text, which is what the text of your pop-up will say. We recommend always offering some kind of incentive or value for
Yeah,
people to be able to give you their information. People won't just kind of be, I mean, they might, but it's a lot more likely that people will be willing to give you their information if they feel like they're getting something in return out of it.
exactly.
So something that we always recommend, if everybody's comfortable with this, we like to say, sign up for our mailing list to receive 10% off 10% off your first purchase.
Or your next purchase, yeah. Either
Yeah,
way.
or your next purchase. So yeah, this is just like a good way. Obviously, you can kind of give whatever discount you want within your, discounts and coupon section of your BeatStars accounts. This is just like a good way to get people to give you their email addresses.
Sure. You can also offer free beats as well. That's kind of a cool one.
Yeah, free beats or really anything. You could say sign up to receive an article on how to mix vocals.
Yeah.
Really anything. Just an easy way to get people to like in the mood to make a purchase like right now is probably to give them a discount.
I would suggest switching it up as well, like just testing it and trying it out and see which one works best for you, because it's going to be different for everyone. So I'll just definitely try switching it up.
Right, do some classic A/B testing.
Basically.
A really basic sort of model for testing success in different marketing campaigns. So yeah, test it out, see what you like, see what works best for you, and that about covers how to actually receive emails. A good bulk of what we're going to be talking about today, though, since we've talked about actually connecting these things a lot in the past, is we're going to actually kind of take you through building out a campaign. So we can go and head over to MailChimp now.
Fetty mentioned that his pop-up never worked. It's more than likely because you have like pop-up blockers enabled. Just make sure you've got those switched off. If you switch that off, it should appear. So try that.
And also, you may not always be seeing it on your end if you're checking frequently, because the information is cached on your website.
Exactly.
So if you exit out once or twice, your cache and your website might remember that, and it won't always keep making it pop up every time. What we recommend, if you're not seeing it right now, go ahead and do those steps that we did, and then open up your website again in a private chat.
Yeah,
or not in a private chat, in a
private window. Yeah, so incognito or private window, and that usually works. You've seen us do it quite a few times on the show, actually.
Yeah, we always do that because it's one of the
because we're so used to seeing them, we just X out all the time.
Yeah, we're always in incognito when we're looking up things, just to make sure that no information is cached.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is MailChimp.com. What I'm going to go ahead and do is go to my dashboard. Some things that we want to mention right off the bat before we go into a campaign. This is an important piece of information, is that there are 3 different types of tags that will automatically populate in your MailChimp account when you collect emails from your BeatStars account. So these 3 different tags, let me see if I can locate them within my...
This was a game changer, and this is also, we'll show you in a minute, but this is based on your customers' actions, basically.
Right. So these are based on your customers' actions, the way that you've received their email. So if you receive an email from somebody signing up with a subscription form, it'll automatically appear in your MailChimp account as subscription form. If somebody gets a free download, it'll automatically appear in your MailChimp account as free download. If you've received an email from a sale that you've made, it'll be tagged as sales. So this is really key and really important, because this is going to allow you to easily segment your audience and create different campaigns based on what you know about these customers.
Exactly.
It's really important to not just create like broad email campaigns. Those can work, but what's really more effective is if you take into account all the information you know about your customers to be able to provide them something that's going to help them in the particular stage of the journey that they're in.
Yeah.
So obviously, like if somebody's already made a purchase from you, then that's different from the free download stage, because the free download stage, people are still trying to make a decision if they want to purchase a beat. Yeah. If somebody's already made a beat, that means that they're kind of more committed and they're on a different stage of how they feel about your music, and maybe a different stage in their career where they're actually investing more money into their art than somebody who's just kind of feeling things out and getting free downloads just to see, what's up, to see if they like it.
Exactly. Fetty just asked a question there as well. They create the tags, create them by themselves. Yeah, BeatStars creates the tags for you. So based on your customer's actions. So like Jamil said, if someone purchases some content off you, beat say, it will go. It will go into your email. Your Mailchimp account as under sales, as you can see here, the different tags. If someone downloads a free beat, we tag it with free download, and then the same as if someone signs up via your subscription form and you click the email that way, it will show up as a subscription form. So we automatically tag it for you, which is really, really cool. It's a super dope. And like Jamil says, just to add to it, this kind of really allows you to target your audiences in different ways based on how you got their email. So, and we'll give you some examples of that. But yeah, that's super, super cool feature.
Right. Okay. I think we are ready to go ahead and create an email, right? Was there anything that we missed at this stage? I don't think so.
No, I think we're all good.
Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and create an email. So within your MailChimp account, there's this blue icon with a pencil that says create. And you get all these different options here. There's some really cool options here that allow you to maximize some of your efficiency within the website, like creating a template where you can design your own template if you want, if you're creating a lot of different campaigns, so you save time. That way, you can do a customer journey where you actually map out the marketing journey, to kind of like deliver unique experiences to each of your contacts, where you could send people down different like automated paths depending on on the actions that they've done. What we're going to be talking about today, and what the main focus of that producer marketing playbook video that we talked about earlier, is that we're going to be creating like a welcome email first. I think that's a good place to start. Welcome email. Yeah, go ahead, Lee.
No, I was just saying I agree. I think that's a good place to start.
Right. Yeah, welcome emails are really good. They're often, I like to think of them as kind of like a good pairing with the subscription form, just because the subscription form sign up is kind of like a person kind of like taking the step and saying, okay, I'm interested in this person's work. I want to see what they have going on. So a welcome email is a good thing to link with that. So you can be able to offer them like, hey, thank you for signing up. Really appreciate that. And here's everything that I have. And you can set up a campaign that way.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the automated section, because we want to automate these emails to make it easier for ourselves. And there's a section for welcoming new subscribers. But what we're actually going to pick is email subscribers when they're tagged.
Yeah.
And we're going to use our main audience. Cool. All right, here we are. So this section is kind of where you set like the way that the emails get sent out. So you can set a trigger. You can send a schedule for when this campaign goes out. You can filter by segment or tag, and a post send action. We'll just kind of go down the line and do it step by step.
Yep.
So first of all, we'll set a trigger. So you can set the delay and the settings. So what we're going to do is connect this to our subscription form, as we said, and we want it to be immediately, because earlier in the show, we actually set our subscription form to give a discount, right? So we want to be able to deliver on that discount right away when people sign up. So that's why we're doing that. Obviously, you can change the settings if you're not promising anything. It doesn't have to be right away. For our purposes, because we are promising a coupon, we're going to deliver this right away.
Yeah, totally agree.
So let's go ahead and update trigger. Because one of the worst things that you could do is promise something to a member, to your audience, and then not deliver on it.
Yeah.
That's going to just like ruin the trust
They're sitting there waiting
And
for the
we'll,
email coming because some people might just subscribe just to get the discount. You never know. So
Mhm.
they might already be, they're already on your pro page, right? So they're probably already thinking about making a purchase. They're thinking, right, if I sign up, I get 10%
Mhm.
off or 20% off or whatever it is. So they're sitting there waiting for the email to come in. You've set it for 24 hours later, and now they've just lost interest in making the purchase. So yeah, it's really important, especially if you're offering something like Jamil said. It's different if you're, there's going to be different cases where you might want to delay the email, but we can explain a bit more about that later on.
Yeah, we can talk about that. We might mention that when we're talking about like a follow-up sort of
Yeah,
to somebody who's already made a purchase, right?
yeah,
That might be a time when you want to use a slightly delayed email.
yeah,
But yeah, so like Lee was saying, somebody might have a track in their cart, and they're just waiting for that coupon to come in, so they can enter it in and then complete the purchase. And if it takes like 24 hours, or if it takes a couple of days to come, then now you're in an abandoned cart situation. And there's ways to recover abandoned carts, which we're going to talk about later in the producer marketing playbook and probably on this show as well. But that's a whole other story. We want to be able to convert these sales as quickly as possible. So let's just go ahead and make that immediate so they get the thing right away. Schedule on what days should this email be sent out. We're going to leave it every day with time, as soon as possible, whenever the conditions are met. So as soon as people are added to that subscription form tag, we want them to get it.
yep.
Filter by segment or tag. When subscribe contacts meet the conditions you set, they'll be added to your queue. Yeah, we could do that. And then obviously this is subscription form.
Yep.
Okay. Do that, and then post send action just means what'll happen to your subscribed contacts in the audience after the email is sent. So you can update that to like unsubscribe them from the list if you want, which we don't have to. We're not going to do any of that for our purposes.
No.
We're just going to cancel that. That's more of like for managing your own like contact list.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, and next thing we have to do is design the email.
Just a quick one though. Can you change once that email's been sent? Can you alter the tag? Does that option allow you to do that? I'm not sure. I've never done it. Actually, seen that before.
What do you mean? So like changing the tag after something's completed?
Yeah, because some people say that you have to do it manually, but I wasn't sure if that kind of section allowed you to do that. Sorry, I've probably just dropped a bombshell on you, but I wasn't sure if you knew that was. I mean, if not, I'll do some research, but I've not actually seen that section before on my side.
Yeah, I think one of the options was like remove them from the list, so you could probably like remove
so
them
you
from
can
that
probably.
line side. But obviously, like when we have people on our subscription form, the only thing that we're doing isn't only welcome emails. We're going to be using that for other campaigns later on.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, I like to keep people on my subscriber list just to be able to do other things after the welcome email as well.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. Now you can name your email. This is for internal use, so people won't see this. I'm just going to call it welcome email, so I remember personally what this looks like on my side.
Yep.
And now it's time for email subject. Yeah, super important.
This is probably one of the most important parts of this process, is to get this subject email right, because what you put in here could be, the difference between someone opening the email and someone not, even if they're expecting it. So yeah, because you need to make sure that the subject line is catchy and that someone would be willing to open it. So this is really important.
Right. Something I want to point out. A subject line should give a clear indication of what the email will be about.
Yes.
I don't know another way to give a hint like that. So the subject line should be a clear indication of what the email will be.
It should be a clear indication. So it should be what the email is about, basically. So it needs to be clear exactly what this email is for and why they're receiving it.
Right, exactly. The preview line is a little bit different. Preview line, well, we can talk about that in a second. Let's just go ahead and create an email subject. MailChimp also has this cool little pop-up here that kind of tells you like how do you write a good subject line. The best subject lines tell what's inside instead of selling what's inside. Sorry. Emojis are also a really good way to
Yeah,
sort of
definitely.
like distinguish, because I know my email inbox personally is an absolute mess. I have like tens of thousands of emails in there. And to know if something's important or not, I need to look at the subject line. And if somebody's trying to sell me something, probably the ones with emojis, because they're colorful. They're different than just regular text. They could catch your eye.
Yeah, it doesn't
Um,
look like it's a sales tactic, and that's the thing I think as well. This is why the subject line is really important, and it can be the the difference between someone opening an email or not. And I actually watched an interview that DJ Payne one did. I think it came out last week. Did with Dylan Graham, DG, and
mhm,
he was talking about his marketing, what he does, email marketing, stuff like that. And he
mhm,
said it's been really effective for him. Um, but how it's been effective is not come across like he's trying to sell stuff to people. Obviously, in this instance, with this email, we're offering them a discount code, so they're more likely going to open it anyway. But if you
mhm.
don't say in the subject line what it is, they're more than likely just going to delete it. And a good way to see what subject lines work really well is to actually go through, think about the emails that you receive on a daily basis. We're all receiving emails now on a daily basis, and look at the ones that make you actually open them up, and then take that into consideration. Think, I wonder if I can like use something similar in that in my email marketing, because it actually made me open it up. So if it made me open it up, how many other people did it make? Open that email up. But also, obviously, of course, you want it to be about the email itself. You don't want to just put something random in, and then the email that they open up has nothing to do with what the actual email is about. Based on the subject line. So you still want to make sure that it's you know relatable to the actual email itself.
Right.
In fact, Dylan Graham actually said in the interview that he did with DJ Pan One that his subject line just says "yo," which I think is actually pretty cool, because that kind of looks to me like it's like one of your mates or one of your pals that's just emailed you, right? Or someone that you know. It doesn't look like it's just some salesy, spammy email, which is cool. So yeah, just take those points into consideration
I
when doing
wanted
this.
to highlight this comment from Bufo that I thought
Okay.
was pretty interesting. He says, I like using emojis in text, but can some people interpret it as unprofessional? Not if you use them tastefully.
No.
I would not spam people with 20 emojis as the subject line without any text
Yeah.
going along with it. So I'm going to show you an example now of what I'm going to put as my subject line.
Cool. I'm
So
intrigued to see this.
mine is going to say, welcome. Take 20%, or actually, I think we said, actually, we'll do 20%. I know we said 10 earlier, but I'm going to be a little bit more generous today.
Yeah.
Take 20% off your next purchase. Because people just signed up, they're expecting to receive this welcome email. So you can say something like, welcome, take 20% off your next purchase, because we've already established that this person is receiving this email and they're going to know what it's about. And I am going to use, I want to use the gem.
I was actually
So
thinking about gems, or I was also thinking potentially a fire emoji. You could use a couple. You don't have to just use the one, but
yeah, you can use a
the
bunch of different ones.
gem ones are actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and select the gem.
I like that one actually.
Okay, now we can talk about the preview line. The preview line is different from the subject line because the preview line should act as a window into what your email body would say. That's different from the subject line because the subject line is giving an indication of what the email will be about. And the preview line is going to be giving like just a little sneak peek into what we're talking about. So
Yeah.
that's the distinction between those two. So our preview line is going to say, let me write this in here. Glad you're here. No, not glad. Glad you're here. To prove it, here's a special gift for you. This is pretty short, sweet. It's, I think it's sophisticated, and it's letting people know exactly what they're going to be getting once they open this email. What do you think about that one, Lee?
Yeah, I think that's really cool. because the email subject line is straight to the point. You're telling them that they're going to get 20% off, right, of their next purchase. Then in the preview text line, you're kind of enticing them in even more by saying, "Hey, glad you're here," which sounds really welcoming, right? Both times you sounded really welcoming in those lines. And then you've also said, to prove it, here is a special gift for you. So that means, right, they're going to be intrigued. So they're probably going to now want to open the email to see what that special gift is. They obviously already know that it's going to be 20% off discount code, but they obviously need to open the email to get it, which is, the key. Obviously, you want them to open the email.
Right. I just went in and changed that to special deal. Feel like that's a little bit more on the nose.
Yeah, special gift might sound a little bit.
Special gift is like, what's that? Do I get like a free car or what's going on there?
Yeah, you have just won.
Okay, let me just make sure that we haven't forgotten anything yet. Okay, no, we're still good. Okay, so the next section is saying from name. This is going to have to be your producer name.
Yep.
So I'm just going to leave mine at Jamil. That is my official producer name. Nah, I don't make beats, so I'm still trying to learn, but I'm getting a little lazy.
What would your producer name be? That's a good question. What would it be?
I don't know. That's hard. I think I would try to base it around the type of music I make. Maybe I'll do a poll here on Academy one day, and I'll let you guys choose it.
Okay, sounds.
That'll be the 4th place prize in the quiz. Okay, and then the from email address, you're going to want to leave that as your professional email address so people can respond to it.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and hit next. All right, so in this section, we can choose a template to start from, actually building this email. A lot of these are useful, whatever, however you want to craft your email. I think all of these can be good. Sell products is a good one. Make an announcement is a good one. I'm probably just going to personally select the one column, so we can kind of like start from scratch. Go ahead and give that a second. Is there any questions that we missed before we move on?
No, but Cloud9 gave a good tip there, which is really good. BeatStars for future email subject lines with questions also works a lot too. So that's good as well. So good tip. Thanks, Cloud9.
Yeah, it's good to keep in mind. Okay, cool. So now we're going to design our email. Super exciting, right? We're almost done here.
This is the creative part. You guys can get creative, which is really cool. I actually enjoy doing this bit.
Yeah, it's fun just to be able to, it takes some time because you're going to want to be able to create your own custom graphics and things to really make this your own. But it's fun, anything, we're all creative people here, right? So anything creative, we should really cherish this and embrace it and take the chance to really make this feel like it's our own. It's personalized and it properly projects the image and the brand that we're trying to create with our music.
Exactly. Looks like you've got a producer name already.
Jamilaquai? Okay. That one's not bad. I'll keep that one. I'll keep that one in the back of my mind. Okay, so we can go ahead and get started at the top over here.
Yep.
So in this top section, we have logo. What we like to recommend is keeping your logo at the top of your email.
Yeah, and this actual template entices you to do that. And there's obviously a reason for that, right? It's really important to have the logo at the top so they know it's you. They know it's,
Right. Something that I like to recommend is using a actual banner instead of using a smaller logo. I feel like a banner just looks better within the scheme of your email.
I agree.
And I just want to give a quick shout out. I didn't come up with all this on my own. This is from advice from Allison as well, our inbound marketing manager. And I've talked to her several times about emails, and I've been keeping an eye on the BeatStars newsletter emails as well.
Yeah, there was some gems she dropped in one of those videos that was released recently, which was really cool.
Yeah. So I can't take all credit for all these ideas. So give her a shout out. if next time you get the chance. Okay, so I put my header. We're going to be using the Beats by Stellar. Hope you guys are all familiar with this. This is like one of our like example accounts that we use to sort of show concepts on Academy. So we have a little banner here. Welcome to Beats by Stellar. This is good because it's specific for our welcome emails. It looks different. It's letting people know that, okay, I'm signed up for Beats by Stellar. What's next? What are we doing next?
Yeah.
The size of this banner. What is the recommended size of this banner? Now I'm thinking about it. I just found this out the other day because I was trying to find the proper info.
Yeah, I think the size is pretty important as well. I mean, not a specific size, of course, but you don't want something too large and you don't want something too small, of course. So like, it's finding a happy medium. But
yeah, our graphic designer uses 600 by 300 for our emails. So that might be a good place to start. And also, you can always change the image display size over here.
Definitely, yeah.
Bigger, smaller. If you don't want, if your image is not looking too good, you might want to make it smaller so people don't see it. But ours is good, so we're going to keep it at the full size. You can add borders and all these different things to it too. Mailchimp has a lot of really good customization options.
Actually. Yeah.
But obviously, if you're good with graphic design, you can just create these things yourself.
Yep.
Okay, Ben Lupin says it should be 640.
Okay. Good tip.
Cool.
Thanks, Ben.
All right, cool. And the next thing is the body of our email. So we can start choosing that. We're going to want to be adding in some like customized like text over here that kind of like gives a little bit of a description. But for our email, because it's a little bit different, and this is just a welcome to kind of give that code, I'm probably just going to like change this to make it like really simple. This could be as as complex and as thorough as you want. What I'm just going to say is thank you for subscribing. Thank you for signing up for our newsletter. Let them know what you can look forward to. I think I put singing. Let me think this time. You can forward to new beat updates weekly. If that's something that you do, you might want to let them know when to look out for your emails.
Yep.
Now that they're on this list. For new beats weekly and the occasional discount code as a reward for being a loyal fan. Just something simple, letting them know what's going to be coming.
Yep. Discount count. Is that what you've put? Discount count as the reward?
Did I put discount count? I put discount count. Interesting. I'm not sure what that means. Discount code. This isn't going to anybody, so it's fine if we make a little typo here and there.
Yeah, no.
But no, we want to be thorough, so I should set the example that, like, proofread these things before they go out to people.
Definitely proofread. That's a good tip.
Definitely, for sure, proofread. And then I'll probably just put. I don't know if I need this this other bigger section here. I'll probably just get rid of that. Okay, and we can make it look like this. You can change the font, the size. I don't really know if I have a recommendation for what kind of font you should use. It's just up to your style. Comic Sans is popular for people if you want to be a little bit more playful. I'm going to keep mine at the regular Arial. Okay, let me save and close this. And then I want to add a button, I think. Do I want to add a button? That's interesting. Which one do I want to pick for this? Because now we need to give the code, right?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe we'll put box text or something.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and drag a box text underneath this. And I'm going to edit this boxed text, to say use code. It said 20%, right?
Yep.
20% on your next purchase.
Yeah.
um, on your next purchase. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I mean, like we built a welcome email that's doing exactly what we said it's going to do. I'm pretty happy with this. Obviously, it could be a little bit more. It could be a little bit more thorough. You can include whatever you want in here, but this kind of just promises on what we delivered, and it's a good short introduction to what being subscribed to our mailing list is going to look like. You're getting value. You're getting personalized care. You're getting, you're getting involved with the business who wants to see you succeed.
Exactly. And I think, I don't think you have to go crazy with these emails. You don't have to like, put a ton of, you don't want it to be, a paragraph, long. You just want to keep it pretty simple, I think, especially if that person is, subscribe purposefully to get a discount code. You don't want them to have to get all the way to the bottom of the email to see the code. Just that's just my opinion. I think actually having the code there straight away is more enticing, just in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, I think it's good to have that code right away and make it very clear when it's
Yeah.
there. I'm also going to include a button that links back to my website, so
Yep.
people don't have to like X out the tab and then go back to the website and type in the full URL. Just
Exactly.
get people, just an easy way to link. You
You
can
want to
link
make it easy for them.
to make it easy. You can link to your cart as well. That's another
Yep.
option. I'm just going to leave it linking to the homepage just in case people haven't found a beat yet. I'll just leave that there. You can put buy now. You can put check out now. You can put use your discount now.
Yep. You could also, I don't know if this will work. I need to test this myself actually, but someone in the chat might have already tried this. But you could also actually add the discount code in the cart. Take it a step further. Actually add the discount code and then just share the cart potentially. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if it would keep the. I don't know if you would have to add a beat into the cart
You'd
to
have
make.
to add a beat in order to get it
Yeah.
to work. So, but I mean, if you're able to track in a way which beat, kind of like, I mean, this is something that's a little bit more advanced that we'll talk about later. But with abandoned cart tracking with data crushers, you're
Yep.
actually able to tell what beat people have in their cart, and then you could send them the beat back to them with the discount added if you
Yeah.
want.
That would be really cool. Yeah.
So look out for a data crushers tutorial coming in the very near future because you'll be able to do that with that.
Yeah. That share cart feature is amazing as well.
For sure. And that's pretty much it. What I'm going to say is I'm done with this email. I'm going to put save and continue. And that's pretty much it. Now we have this welcome email ready to go. So we set it as, automatic and immediately after a contact is tagged. So as soon as people give us their email address from our pro page subscription form, they're going to receive this.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have a little bit of extra time to be able to talk about like a follow up to a purchase? I don't think so. I think we should just go ahead and do our quiz right now.
Yep. Yep. Agree.
And then maybe we could talk about that on a future episode as well. The only thing that I'd mention right now, it's going to be very similar. Creating an email for somebody who's already made a purchase from you. But what you're going to want to do, a basic gist of it, go watch the producer marketing playbook video because I get more in depth into that. But just to give you a basic gist of what I say there is when you know somebody's purchased a beat, you're going to want to offer them things that are related directly to what comes next after buying the beat.
Exactly.
You're going to want to offer them mixing and master services. You're going to want to be offering them even more bulk deals and coupons because they're in the mood to buy.
Yep.
That's just kind of how those things differ from somebody who hasn't made a purchase yet.
Yeah. Or you can just simply say, which is also a good one as well. You don't necessarily have to sell them something straight away or sell them another service or anything like that. I mean, you can obviously use that as an upsell feature, but I also think it's cool to, obviously thank them again. You're going to do that anyway, but maybe also mention to them, I can't wait to work with you, to do some more projects with you. It'd be really exciting. Like, let me know if you have any other projects or any questions that you have about the license or anything like that. Please feel free to hit me up. Also, let them know that you would love to hear the track once the finished project, and ask them to share it with you, because that's really good. It makes them, and this is something I do is a really good tip. It makes them feel like you're actually interested in what they're doing, and it makes them feel like, hey, like this person's just not trying to sell me something. Like he's really pleased that I've bought this beat off of him. He's really happy, or he or she's really happy, and they want to hear the final track. And you can give them some positive feedback on it. So yeah, that's another good way. You don't also always necessarily just have to, try to sell them stuff.
Right.
Afterwards, but you can even try and do both in the same response if you wanted to.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for watching so far. We've talked all about email marketing, and now it's time to see how much you guys have learned, and hopefully get some of you guys playlisted. So
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen right here. I'm gonna need you to pull out your smartphones. We're going to be doing a little quiz on email marketing. Oops, I shared the wrong tab. Let me go ahead and do that. That didn't show the answers, did it? I don't think so.
No, it's still there, but
Oh, it didn't. It keeps on opening the wrong thing. All right, let me just leave this one open. Let me open it up again. It did show the questions though. Okay, so let me share this.
my question, someone's asked a question. Dub v Smartest Melodic Instrumentals. My question is, for this to fully work, is Fan Connect and Aweber required? No, this is just purely MailChimp. You don't need Aweber or Fan Connect.
Right. Okay, everybody go to kahoot.it and enter this game pin on your phone.
We have some music this week as well. Pretty cheesy, but it's pretty cool.
Pretty cheesy music. We extended the length of the questions to 1 minute, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, we got one. Cloud9. Make sure you come and join, people, because you're going to get a chance to be featured on the official BeatStars Academy playlist.
I'm looking forward to this one. This one's a little bit more tough. You got to read the questions carefully.
Yes.
And in the end, we got a bonus question.
Yes.
Worth double points. So if you're behind,
switching it up. Yeah.
Switching it up.
Give it a bit longer.
While you're waiting, after you enter in the game, go ahead, go to your BeatStars profile and pin a beat.
Yes, make sure you pin a beat to your profile first, or repost. Pin or repost will be fine. Pinned would be better, but if you repost the track that you want us to playlist, it makes it go to the top of the list so we can see it on your feed. Trying to remember who we've playlisted already so far. We'd need to look.
I think like half of the playlist is already in here.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's who joins. There's no rules against getting it twice.
No, that's the cool thing about it is you know, if you win, you win. That's it. Simple.
Yeah.
So just means you're paying attention.
Yeah, Ben, R2K, Cloud9, you guys can win again. No rules against it. All right, we'll give it a couple more minutes.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple of more minutes. Taking this test blind. Oh, you'll be all right. If you're Miles, if you've been watching these shows regularly, and you watch all of the the content that we put out on socials and YouTube, you should get an understanding. They were a little bit harder this week, I must admit. Me and Jamil was racking our brains to make this, kind of a little bit tough because we noticed,
We noticed it was a little bit easy. The first couple of weeks, we kind of had like some some throwaways, like some really easy ones. This one, you gotta.
It's gonna be a test.
You were really paying attention if you got this one. So I'll be proud of you guys no matter what for competing in this. Okay, we got 12. I think this is gonna be our max. You could also do this on a browser as well. You don't need to be on a phone.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Browser. You would just have to keep switching back and forth between this tab with the game and another tab because the questions are going to be on this screen over here.
Yeah.
Okay, one more minute and then we'll start.
Yes, we have 12. A couple of people in the chat saying that they got in 15 to 20 minutes late, so they're kind of working with one eye closed.
Oh.
Well,
Okay, cool. I think we're good to start.
yes.
The game pin will be on the screen, so if you're struggling to get connected or anything right now, you can join again in the middle of the game and still have a chance because of that bonus points in the end. All right, let's go ahead and get started.
Let's go.
Email marketing quiz. 2, 1. Quiz time. Which of these is not a way to collect emails on BeatStars? Is it through sales, through your subscription form, through track plays, or through free downloads? Got 50 seconds left.
People in the chat can play along as well if you want to, if you're not.
You can play along if you're not in the thing.
So anyone in the chat know the answer? Post it.
Yeah, we talked about this towards the beginning of the show. Yep. Which of these does not get you customer emails?
I think we have all the answers in, but
I think everybody's here. Everybody answered. Okay, could you? I don't know if I put skip if it'll skip the question though. So let's.
We'll just leave it just in case. Yeah.
Yeah, we have time to wait out everything.
Well, we got 12 answers. Someone's just joined in.
Somebody else joined in. This is the first question. You could still join.
Yep, I think.
13. Yep.
I'm pretty confident that a lot of people will get this. Oof.
Cool. Yep, that is correct. You cannot get emails directly as a result of track plays. Obviously, track plays, people like you, then they'll get free downloads. But the other ways actually are direct ways to get in a form to pop up to get customer emails.
Yeah. And the key in this question was the not. Which of these is not a way to collect emails on BeatStars? So we're trying to throw you off a little bit.
Right. So look at the leaderboard. Okay, Bufo, Eighth Life, and Fat Wave are next. It's just 1 or 2 points off. That's like milliseconds.
That is milliseconds.
The most you can get on a question is 1,000. And Lee and I answered right away, and we were not able to get 1,000 on anything. We tested this out. Okay, which of these is a description of subject line? Should include all the information in your email. Should be mysterious and not say what the email is about. Should give a clear indication of what the email will be about. Should act as a window into what your email body will say. I said these specific words twice during the show, so I'm hoping everybody gets this.
There was a couple of people that picked up on it in the chat beforehand. So this is what is the subject line? What should be the description of the subject line, or which of these is the correct?
A little hint: one of these is actually a description of preview line.
Yes.
So see if you can find bonus points in spirit if you know which one is also preview line.
Yeah.
No extra actual points for it though.
Double points at the end though, so it's all to play for.
Yeah. I'll give you a high five virtual if you know. All right, cool. We tricked a couple of people. So the correct answer is should give a clear indication of what the email will be about. Green is actually the preview line. Should act as a window into what your email body will say. Cool. So let's see where we stand now. I think this is gonna be a close one. It's gonna come down to the wire.
Eighth Life crept up.
Eighth Life and Fat Wave moved on up. Let's go. And Xenia moved up 4 places.
4 places. Highest climber. Well done.
That's crazy. Anybody could still win this. It's anybody's game. Remember, answer quickly, but answer confidently.
Yes. True or false?
This is true or false. Your customers will be automatically tagged based on how you receive their email. Is that true or false?
Someone was in already. Damn.
Man, somebody buzzed in quick. They're just like, they're probably like, as soon as the colors come out, they're not even reading the question. They're just... So, do audience members automatically get tagged? We went over this when we first got to MailChimp. Oh, there we go.
Interesting.
All right, 9 to 5. Yep, you automatically get tagged. The automatically get tagged is either sales, free download, or subscription form. So that one is true.
True. Yep.
What are we doing? Oh,
Well,
Fat
Fat
Wave.
Wave.
All right, Fat Wave and Eighth Life look like they're the leaders right now. They look like they're pretty safe. We still got a couple of questions left, so anybody's game. Anybody can jump into the top three. One
Yep.
through third place are the same result. You get a song in the playlist.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Another true or false?
Your logo should be towards the bottom of your email. Is that true or false? Where did we put our logo when we built out the email just now? People are answering, getting in their answers pretty quickly.
Yes, good.
Cool. Yeah.
I recognize that
cool.
logo.
I think when everybody enters it, then it automatically ends.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, cool. Yep, the correct answer is false. We were almost split there. This is a little bit confusing. This was like a negative kind of question. It should go towards the top of your email. We put that banner at the top over there.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, Fat Wave looking pretty safe. But as we said, this next question is double points.
Yes.
So anybody in the top three, if they get it wrong, could easily fall out and we can get a brand new top three. So don't give up yet.
Yep, exactly. Make sure you're getting quick.
Okay.
Double points.
Answer fast. Which of these is not mentioned in the producer marketing playbook as a reason you need to send welcome emails? You needed to watch the video. We did not say this during the show. So you get an extra 30 seconds because this one is harder. According to the producer marketing playbook video, which we linked in the chat, you can still go watch very quickly to see if you can find out. Is it 74% of new subscribers expect to receive a welcome email? The welcome emails on average generate up to 320% more revenue per email. Those who receive welcome emails show 33% more long-term brand engagement. Or welcome emails have 86% higher open rates than other marketing emails.
So which one is not mentioned?
Which one is not? 3 of these we specifically say in the video and 1 we do not say. 1 is still true though, but it's not mentioned in the video. Yeah. So I needed to test to see if you guys watched it.
Jay the Shadow says is there going to be another one? No, not today, but yes, we're doing these every week. Or, well, every time we're on our show at least.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Okay. There we go. Majority of people got it right.
That was
very proud.
Yeah, I'm actually very, 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 very impressed.
Right. Yeah. All those other 3 were all mentioned in the video.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and check out the results. Let's see where our top 3 are. Drum roll. Third place with 3810 is Fat Wave. So who jumped up? Oh, Rise Eye. And who's first place? Every question correct. Eighth Life.
Well done, people.
Okay, so Johnny, congratulations to everybody. Thank you for competing in this quiz. Eighth Life, Rise Eye, and Fat Wave will all be getting a beat added to the, what is it called? The Academy All-Stars playlist.
Yes.
I hope you guys all, so go ahead and go pin your beats right now. If you're one of those top 3, we'll go ahead and add those to the playlist.
Yeah, we'll do that straight after the show. We'll do that right now. Yeah, so make sure you go and pin those beats. Did you write down which ones? Can you remember which ones they were?
Yeah, I have the results right here. We can go look at it after.
Yeah, so make sure you go and pin your beat or repost, preferably pin it, and then we'll go and repost that for you right now. Yeah, so thanks everyone for joining today's show. Really appreciate everyone turning up. Really appreciate everyone, actually tuning in and, integrating with the games and stuff. It's really, really cool. We have just as much fun as you guys, for sure. I'm pretty gutted that I don't actually get a chance to be playing the game and add it to the playlist, but hey, I've got to give you guys something. So, but yeah, that's really cool. And when's our next show? We got one next week? No.
I don't think we're on next week. We might be though, so don't quote me on that. But you'll be able to see the schedule every Monday on our socials.
That's true. So you'll be able to see us there. Make sure you tune in to the rest of the shows this week, and also make sure that you tune in to the I forgot what it's called now. I forgot what it
What are
was.
you thinking of? I don't know what you're talking about.
Clubhouse, the Clubhouse thing on Friday. Man, just completely slipped my mind. Clubhouse on Friday, 4 p.m. We've teamed up with Team 808, and we're going to be having a conversation about the future of production, which is going to be really cool. So make sure you tune into that. Yeah, and that's it. I hope everyone has a good rest of the week, and hopefully you have a good week as well, Jamil.
Same to you, man. Appreciate everybody for joining. We'll see you next time. And study up. Study up.